today it's actually 1 year since I started this 3D printing YouTube channel. So I thought let's have an anniversary YouTube video with the top prints that I have printed, although I have been super busy with moving and a few other things happening in my life. But these prints have been so useful and so functional, so although the rest of my life has been a mess, these prints have still been printed. And as always, when it comes to these print videos, I will link my Maker World profile down in the description. There you will see all these different prints from Maker World, or if I am using a print from somewhere else, you will have that linked down in the description as well. And the first print I want to share with you today is trash, or at least a desk trash bin. And I think that this is what 3D printing is all about. Not only is this like an actual product, an actual functional product, this is also so much better than any other version that I have tried to buy in real life or like in real stores. Because I was actually looking for some kind of like trash bin that I could attach to my table that did not get screwed into the table. And also, once you have this hanging off, it should be very easy to just like scrape off whatever I might have on my table straight into this trash bin that ideally just hangs just outside of the actual table. And this desk trash bin checks all those boxes. It has its own little clasp thing that of course also is 3D printed with these little threads here. And I don't know, like these, again, I've said this like so many times, anything that has like threads, anything that moves and that is just like print in place, there's not even support and you don't have to like do any kind of like post-processing. I just love these kind of prints. Yeah, super useful. Inside of this trash bin, we do not find trash. Instead, we find print number 2, which is this quick slip shoe horn. Originally, I think this has been designed for people with limited mobility, since you could then put this on the shoe, it will stay on the shoe, and then you put your foot into the shoe. No problem whatsoever. But even if you have perfectly normal mobility, it's also still a great shoehorn, specifically with very little PETG in my case. Maybe I would still prefer an actual shoehorn, especially if you have these like longer ones in metal from IKEA. But if you are moving to a completely different city and you have packed down your regular shoehorns somewhere and still cannot find them, then this is an absolute perfect alternative. And something else that I have found super useful, but maybe also only for a limited time, are these trash bag clips, which basically is a must if you, like myself, found your trash bags but not your actual trash cans. But with these clips, you can then just put one or several of these normal sized trash bags onto any kind of cardboard box in this case, making this super useful, at least during those first couple of days or weeks when you are trying to move into a new place and you haven't really figured out in which boxes you actually have the boxes for throwing trash in later. But speaking about the boxes, we also have tons of different functional storage slash organization slash everything you can imagine boxes. What I really like about this specific model is that it's slidable, so it is very easy to slide it out if you just want to like remove something. One problem is that it's a little bit small opening. Technically I can get my hand all the way in the back, but I do end up like touching the bottom ones in order to do so, and it's not ideal. This does not slide, so you have to like remove it like this. Very easy to remove. You do have to spend like half a second longer to actually like put these on there, but yeah, I really like these as well. The one thing I don't like is that the lip here, or like the front, is slightly too high. So technically, just because of like the larger size, you could like go in here, you could actually access everything without moving the top layers. But it feels like there could be a better option out there. I just need to get a shout out to Sunlu and their Meta PLA line that has a lot more softer colors, which I think works great for larger 3D printing area, especially these, like if you want anything like color coded or something like that. You do have a Sunlu affiliate link down in the description. They have been so kind to send all these filaments so I can continue making videos like this one. So if you appreciate what I'm doing, please also consider using my links if you want to order some more filaments from Sunlu with their Meta series or not. Speaking about both Sunlu Meta series and stackable organization boxes, here we have another modular version, one of these units actually comes in 3 parts. So you have, in my case, this white little drawer or base unit, and then you have this black little drawer, which is completely removable. Maybe you would want to have some kind of like stoppage there, but this ones you can just remove like this. And you can also remove the front, which is just a very, very thin colored inlay that should come out very easily. Actually, I don't really know how to, there we go. So it's super easy and super quick to just print these out in any color that you want, and you could just reorganize it afterwards if you do decide to change the color scheme, or if you have multiple stackable ones and you want to switch the order like this as well. This is just something that I absolutely love with 3D printing, because sometimes I do feel like I want to actually change the color after I've already printed it, and that's, again, this is where all of these super smart solutions comes in, I think. Just be aware that the picture on the Maker World main photo, the bottom one is actually a double-sized unit, which I did not realize. So I printed 3 single units, and then I realized that the bottom one is not as high as what I thought I printed. So yeah, just keep that in mind before you print this. Other than that, highly recommend it. And speaking about the beauty of 3D printing, next up is a very beautiful 3D print, which is this minimalistic phone stand. And I have actually printed this almost like a year ago. I think this is like one of my first prints. But now, since I, for the first time in like a decade, no longer work from home, I now officially have like an office or a studio. I needed another kind of phone stand. And although I have 1 year of 3D printing experience behind me right now, I still think that this is the best looking and most functional and just magical 3D printing feeling phone stand that you can get. But in addition to that, if you do feel like this minimalistic phone stand is a little bit too minimalistic, the same designer has this same phone stand, but with an integrated Magsafe wireless charger and also an Apple Watch / Apple AirPod charger as well. And I would actually go as far as saying that these 2 single prints is enough for you to be convinced to get your own 3D printer if you haven't gotten a 3D printer already, because it's just so magical to create real products out of like nothing, and there's just no way that you'll be able to do this unless you have your own 3D printer, or unless you're checking out the sponsor of today's video, Justway. Because with Justway, all you actually need is a computer, since you can then just upload your STL or your other 3D printing file to Justway and let them do the 3D printing for you. And the only thing you need to do is just upload the STL file to Justway and then choose the kind of material and maybe color that you want for your 3D printing. You could basically choose between every single 3D printing material out there, and you can also get your products in, for example, stainless steel or even titanium. And if you do want to take your 3D printing or maybe your 3D printing business one step further, they're also offering injection molding and even vacuum casting for all different kinds of production needs. Regardless if you're only curious about 3D printing, or maybe you're towards the end of your 3D printing hobby and in the start of your 3D printing business, well, regardless, if you do click the link down in the description, you can actually get $5 off your first order with Justway. But as if that was not enough, in order to celebrate my 1 year anniversary here on the channel, Justway has actually created 10 separate $10 off coupon codes. So if you do type in Justway-Lucas10, you will actually get $10 off any order above 30 USD. Now, before I show you the next print, even if you don't have the main product that this accessory is for, please do continue watching until the end, because during this printing, I was reminded about 2 very important Bambu Studio tips and tricks that I think that you will find useful as well, regardless of what kind of products or items that you want to print in the future. In my case, I recently got a GoPro Hero 13 Creators Edition that has this amazing protected case, but that has no kind of like internal organization trace whatsoever, other than the original packaging, which looks quite nice. But once you have removed that, you're just left with an empty case, unless you print out this print right here, which makes this protective case really amazing and useful to use again. It comes in 2 layers and also has a hook so you can like easily remove it, and it fits this entire like creator pack. In my case, I'm using 2 cameras because I have 2 GoPros. But what my 2 tips and tricks is here. For this second layer, it already had all the little infills, and it already had like all the spots for all the items that you get in this creator edition pack, including like a lot of like hooks and adapters that I don't personally use. So if you are new to 3D printing, if you're new to Bamboo Studio, all the other slicers would have the exact same function. Just right click, you have this, I still call it the secret or hidden menu, and you can do so many more things than you might first realize in Bamboo Studio, including creating a negative part that just removes all these original little holders or spots for the original accessories that I don't use, and if you want to, you can actually create your own dividers afterwards as well. The second thing regarding Bamboo Studio that I got reminded about when I was dealing with this specific design is that if you are doing a 2-color scheme, in my case I call this the Gridfinity design, when you are coloring this, just make sure that you're coloring it the right way so you don't waste minutes or maybe even hours, depending on the design, on recoloring things you don't need to recolor. As an example, this is a black top surface and then everything else is white. But since the original color was black, I started with just manually adding a white to all the different white parts, and I realized that that was way too much work for me, so I actually ended up making everything white, and then with just one more click you can turn the entire top surface black again. I don't know about you, either you thought this was super obvious and you have no idea why you're wasting your time watching my videos, or you were just like myself, mind blown the first time you realized that there are different ways to do the same thing in Bamboo Studio, but depending on how you're doing it and also depending on the actual design, the end result or the end process might be very different. But if you're hooked to learn more about Bamboo Studio, please do remember to subscribe to this channel, since I will go deeper into Bamboo Studio and hopefully teach you every single thing that at least is worth knowing. And speaking about being hooked, of course the next print is these shower hooks in my case, and also a coat hanger or a coat hook. First of all, this little coat hanger, absolutely genius. We were moving and we realized that somehow we have like 3 times as many jackets and coats than we have coat hangers. I have no idea where all the hangers went, but this was like such a lifesaver by just trying to have some sort of organization when it comes to packing down all your clothes if you are going on a move, or maybe if you're just going on a trip and you don't want to bring hangers for every single piece of clothing that you have. I printed this in PETG because PETG should be stronger than PLA, especially if things are under like a constant stress or like a constant force, which most hangers and hooks and stuff like this is. In addition to this coat hanger, we also have this shower hanger, which when we are moving into a new house, it is such a game changer. It's such a simple design, and I think that every single one of us have printed out some sort of like hook or hanger, but if you don't have a single place to hang your towel, if you go into like a completely empty like bathroom, just adding such a simple print like this just makes night and day difference. And again, this is like the reason for why we 3D print, to just make hooks and just making life easier. There is a 3D printing project for everything, and only your imagination is the limit. Or in my case, when my imagination has reached its limits, I can just rely on other people who has a lot more imagination than me. For example, we have this pen holder for the desk. In this case, it's a single color print, but it is the Sunlu Galaxy print this time, which just adds a little bit extra sparkle on this hoodie, which I think makes this print stand out a little bit more. And speaking about standing out a little bit extra, if you do let your glasses stand outside of your drawers on one of these a little bit extra, you should have at least drier glasses and also maybe a more fresh cabinet or drawer, since this is amazing for actually helping drying all those cups and glasses and everything else you might have in the sink. I'm gonna be honest, I printed this together with these little bag clips. mainly in order to try to impress my mother-in-law, because now we're actually living with my wife's family, at least temporarily, until we've actually found our own place in this city we're in now. So I tried to print these like household items. We also have a tea bag organizer, which was one of the most trendy prints on Maker World during last year. I don't drink tea myself, so I didn't really have a reason to print this. My mother-in-law drinks a lot of tea, so I figured why not print all of these things to like maybe impress her a little bit, but mainly just to like try to explain what I'm doing every day. She knows I'm a YouTuber. I don't really think she knows how I make money from YouTube, and I still don't know if she knows how I make money from 3D printing as well. So just to like kind of show that I am a good option for my wife, and we were already married. I don't need her approval anymore. I already got her approval. And last but not least, and speaking about displaying things, something that I highly recommend you to start printing now already are these different filament swatches or color templates. Not entirely sure what these are called, but this is part of the 3D filament organization video series that I am in the middle of trying to sort out myself. But what I wanted to say, start printing these type of filament swatches for every single one of your filament spools that you want to keep track on. I have ordered these Amazon labels to get the right size as well, so you will have a link already down in the description for these specific ones, although I have not covered it in a video yet. But I also realized that I have a total of 274 spools in my storage, and I think way over 100 different types of SKUs or different types of spools. So there will be a lot of printing done before I'm actually able to make a full video about this. So maybe towards the end of my future videos, until we have reached that final point. If you are interested, make sure to watch until the end of my videos, just so you can keep up. So when that day finally comes and we have created the ultimate 3D filament profile storage solution spool stock, you will be all up to speed and can implement it in your own home as well. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and hopefully you will stick with me for my next year here on YouTube. It has been a crazy journey. We have a little bit more printers in the background here, as you can see. I actually just very recently got my latest printer here in the corner, which, spoiler alert, I am extremely excited about. If you cannot see, this is the Snap Maker U1. So if you have any questions regarding this before that dedicated video comes up, please do also let me know by leaving a comment down below. Or if you have any other questions regarding 3D printing or anything else. I'm just trying to be as helpful as I possibly can, and I truly do appreciate you watching this entire video, or at least skipping ahead, watching the end of this video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.